everyone, it's Scottthemoviecritic back again with another video, and today it might be quite a long video. I'm going to be going through the top 20 first time listens with albums that I listened to on vinyl for first time in 2024. I was initially planning this to be a top 10, but there was literally just so many great albums last year that I listened to, it had to be a top 20. And this is quite possibly the hardest list that I've ever had to make in my life. There was so many great albums here. It's so hard to pick a top 20. It's so hard getting them into order as well, with what albums I preferred over each other, because there was just so many amazing albums last year. And I think I've got about 35 or 36 albums in total to talk about here. So there's quite a few honourable mentions, but I really hope that you all enjoy this video, everyone. I'm certainly enjoyed putting this list together, and this isn't like albums that came out in 2024, and some of these songs I probably would have heard beforehand before listening to a record, or I might have even heard the majority songs before, but this is the top 20 albums that I listened to for first time on vinyl. And yeah, with all that being said, let's just get started, because there's a lot of great albums to talk about here. First up, we've got Pyromania by Def Leppard. This is a great album, a great honourable mention. As the song Photograph on here, which is one of my favourite songs, I absolutely love that one. Stage Fright is a great song as well. Die Hard the Hunter's belter. You got Falling, which is really catchy as well. Rock of Ages and Coming Under Fire. So yeah, really great album, this one, and yeah, it's a shame it didn't make the list. Next up, we got another amazing album, and I gutted the list to make this because it's so good, but it's The Last Command by Wasp. I absolutely love this album, and I believe it's a nice yellow record, if I can get it out. It's quite a struggle getting this one. There we go, it's finally. But yeah, it's a really nice sort of like yellowy colour, which is really, really nice. Goes well with the sleeve, outer sleeve, which is really, really cool. And yeah, this is an absolutely amazing album. It really, really is. The second album by Wasp, and an absolutely amazing one. Favourite songs on here: Wild Child, the opening track, everyone knows that one, it's such a classic. Ball Crusher is a really entertaining one. Cries in the Night is absolutely beautiful. Blackie Lawless vocals on that, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Widowmaker's pretty fun. Last Command's really good, and Running Wild in the Streets is a lot of fun as well. So yeah, great album there. Next up, we got an album which I never ever thought would make an honourable mention of any list, to be honest, but it is a George Michael record, and I've got to give a massive thank you, shout out to Nigel for recommending some of these albums as well, and this one in particular. Songs I knew beforehand are Pain for Time, which is my favourite George Michael song. I absolutely love that song. Freedom 90 I obviously knew, but I've never been a massive fan of that. Something to Save is a beautiful song, really nice. Cowboys and Angels is definitely one of the best ones on here as well. Absolutely brilliant song. Waiting for That Day and Mother's Pride is great as well. So yeah, a great album from George Michael. Don't like any of the other stuff that he's done though, to be honest. Next up, we've got a great album from Linkin Park, and it is Minutes to Midnight. Definitely one of the best ones they've done. It's got some great rockers on here. Given Up is great. It has that infamous 17-second scream from Chester Bennington. How he done that, I'll never know. Leave Out All the Rest is a great song. Bleed It Out is catchy as fuck. I love that one. Great rapping in that. And What I've Done is a really emotional and really deep song. Absolutely brilliant song. Shadow for Day is pretty good as well. And yeah, Ed's Held Heart. It's just a great album. It's really, really good. One of Linkin Park's best. Next up, we got a great album from U2, which is The Unforgettable Fire. This is a really solid album. A Sort of Homecoming is a really good song. Pride in the Name of Love, which is one of their biggest singles of the 80s. Absolutely love that one. It's brilliant. You also got Raya, which is a really underrated song of theirs. I absolutely love that one. Unforgettable Fire, the title track, absolutely epic. And you've also got Bad and Indian Summer Sky on it, which are also great tracks. So yeah, one of U2's best albums there. Next up, we got a record by Avril Lavigne. It is a second one, and it is Under My Skin, which is a really great album. This is Reissue. Can't remember what colour it is off the top of my head. Oh yes, it's really nice, sort of like grey sort of colour, black, and it's really nice. Looks absolutely beautiful. These were the sort of Amazon reissues that came out earlier last year, which were absolutely awesome. I think she'd done 6 in total, if I remember correctly, and this was obviously one of them. And yeah, this is a great album. Love Together, that's a really nice song. Don't Tell Me is a classic, absolutely brilliant song. My Happy Ending, which was always one of my personal favourite Avril Lavigne songs growing up. Absolutely love that song so much. It is brilliant. Nobody's Home, again, another classic single. Yeah, great song. Slipped Away is really good, and Fall to Pieces is a nice song as well. So really good album from Avril Lavigne there. Next up, we've got an amazing album from Dio, and gutted this didn't make this either, to be honest, but it is Dream Evil, which is a classic 80s album. Favourite song on it is Easily Faces in a Window. That's one of my favourite Dio songs of all time. It's such a great song. All the Fools Sailed Away is a great one as well. I Could Have Been a Dreamer is absolutely amazing. And Naked in the Rain is really fun as well. So yeah, it's a great album. It really is. Next up, we got another Avril Lavigne album, and that is The Best Damn Thing. And yeah, again, this was another one of those Amazon reissues, and yeah, this is a great album as well. And this is on lovely pink vinyl, which is really cool. I do love me some pink vinyl, to be fair. I think they look really nice. They really do. And yeah, this is a stunning release. Absolutely brilliant. And yeah, this was a 3rd studio album, if I remember correctly. And it has Girlfriend on there. Everyone knows that song. I used to love that song when I was a kid. Don't like it as much as I used to, though. When You're Gone is really good. Innocence, probably the best song on there, to be fair. Absolutely brilliant. Keep Holding On is a lot of fun as well. So yeah, there's a lot of really good stuff on there. It's one of Avril Lavigne's best, I would say, definitely. Next up, this was a gift from my good friend Nigel. Thank you so much, mate. Really appreciate it. And that is Rio by Duran Duran. Obviously, it has the title track Rio, which was always one of my favourite songs growing up by Duran Duran. Absolutely love it. You got My Own Way, which is really catchy. I do like the 12-inch single of that as well. It's bit faster. It's different to this version, but I do prefer this version of a song, in all honesty. Hungry Like a Wolf was another song I really liked growing up as well. New Religion's absolutely beautiful. Save a Prayer, which is a lot of people's favourites on there, but it's never actually been one of my favourite Duran Duran songs, but still a nice tune. And Last Chance on a Stairway and a Chauffeur, absolutely brilliant as well. Love that album so much. Next up, we've got an album by Kim Wilde, my favourite female artist, and that is Love Is. Great album, and this is a really nice picture disc of the album, and it's really nice. And yeah, this is a great album from the 90s. It's definitely one of my favourite Kim Wilde albums, that is for sure. Favourite songs on here would be Love Is Holy, which is an absolutely beautiful ballad. Who Do You Think You Are, which is probably one of the most underrated songs ever. That is really catchy. I Believe in You is a lot of fun. Million Miles Away, that's another really nice song. Heart Over Mind, again, a really nice song with beautiful vocals. Yeah, just an amazing album in general. I really love that record. Next up, we got a Judas Priest album, absolute classic. The first Judas Priest album I got, and the first one I listened to, and it blew me away, and it is Point of Entry. Opens up with Heading Out to Highway, which is an amazing song. absolutely brilliant. Don't Go, which is really catchy. I think that was one of the singles, and Hot Rockin' was the other one. Desert Plains is absolutely stunning. It's got some brilliant guitar music in that, and Bob Halford's vocals are absolutely stunning on that song. It sounds beautiful. Solar Angels is another one of my favourites as well. So yeah, really, really good album there. Absolutely brilliant. Next up, we got a great album for one of my favourite bands, and it is Abbey album. Love that artwork as well. It's a beautiful cover. Opens up with Eagle, which is probably one of ABBA's most underrated songs, to be honest. Such a beautiful song. Then you got Take a Chance on Me, which was one of their classic singles and a really catchy song. Then you got which is probably probably my favourite ABBA song, which is The Name of the Game. I absolutely love that song. It is beautiful, absolutely brilliant. And yeah, Thank You for the Music's also on there as well. So it's got some really good stuff on there, to be fair. And next up is another honourable mention. I don't know how we're still on honourable mentions, but there's just so many great albums I listened to last year. But it is first time I made the record on show, and that is Dance of Death. Their most underrated album. Absolutely love this record. Opens up with Wildest Dreams, which is a lot of fun. Rainmaker, which again has a great chorus. Dance of Death, which has a brilliant guitar solo in it. Absolutely brilliant. And Age of Innocence, which is, I would say, probably the most underrated song Iron Maiden have ever done. That's probably my favourite song on this album. I love the bass and the chorus. Dun, dun. Absolutely beautiful. The chorus is what makes that song. It's absolutely classic, and I love Bruce Dickinson's vocals in the chorus especially. It's absolutely fantastic. And Journeyman, which is also another one of their most underrated songs, and it is an absolutely brilliant track and a great way to close off this album. What an album that is. Absolutely brilliant. Next up, we got a Feeder album, and it was signed by Tucker and Grant Nicholas, and that is Black and Red, which is really, really nice. Absolutely wonderful album. Elf is a good song. Prime of Fire is really good. The first song I heard from this that really blew me away was Hey You, which was one of the singles, and that is such a great song. Really, really is. Got Scream on it as well, which is a lot of fun. Here Comes the Hurricane, which is really good. But my favourite song on there is probably Unconditional. That song is so catchy. It is so easy to listen to. It is so much fun, and I just absolutely love it. It sounds brilliant. I love the chorus in that song again. It's so good. Yeah, great album from last year. Really enjoy it. Next up, we got another Wasp album, and this is also absolutely brilliant. Again, Gutted Dismissed out on the top 20, but like I say, there's just so many great albums I listen to. This is a nice silver one, which is really, really nice. Nice clear vinyl there. Really, really nice. And yeah, great artwork, and there's not really that many. I wouldn't say there's a bad song on it for what I remember, but it's been so long ago since I've listened to it that I can't remember some of the songs on there, and struggling to get it back in. There we go. But yeah, I really actually like their cover of The Real Me, which was obviously originally done by The Who, which is on a Quadrophenia album, which is a great cover, to be fair. I really like their version of it. Heretic for Lost Child is an absolutely amazing opener. Thunderhead is great, a lot of fun. Mean Man's really good, and Rebel in the FDG is great as well. What an album that is. Absolutely incredible. And next up, we've got Black Sabbath, and I believe after this one is where we get into the top 20, which is going to be really good. So this is the last honourable mention I have to show. And what an amazing album this is. It's absolutely spectacular. Opens up with Neon Nights, which is a fantastic song. Yeah, one of Black Sabbath's best, and brilliant vocals by Ronnie James Dio on that. Children of the Sea, which is probably my favourite Black Sabbath song ever. I absolutely love that song. Brilliant guitar work on it. Absolutely love the chorus. Again, Ronnie James Dio's vocals on that are absolutely stunning. He just sounds so good on it. He really, really does. Beautiful song. Wishing Well is really good as well. I love that one. Die Young is really entertaining, and Walk Away is great as well. And I'm just going to quickly double check 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Yep, we're down to the top 20. Just making sure I got that right. Didn't make myself look like an idiot before doing that. But we are now into the top 20. And as you can see there was a lot of great albums that missed out on the top 20. And this was really hard putting this top 20 together. And it was really hard leaving some of those out. Like, wow, so many great albums there. But this is the order I put in, and I'm sort of somewhat happy, although these could change at any time. They really, really could, because they're all amazing. But number 20, we've got Holy Diver by Dio, which is probably my favourite album of theirs. Opens up with Stand Up and Shout, which is a really, really fast rocking track. Absolutely brilliant song. Holy Diver, the title track, is brilliant. Caught in the Middle, which is my favourite song on the album. It has a great guitar riff and just some great drumming on that. It is brilliant. Don't Talk to Strangers, which is a really nice song. I love the way it starts off really slow and then it gets heavier as the song goes on. Absolutely beautiful. And Rainbow in the Dark is another one of my favourites as well. I love the keyboards on that song. It sounds fantastic. So that is number 20. Coming in at number 19, we've got an album from ABBA, and that is Voulez-Vous, which is a really great album. Opens up with As Good As New, which is a really underrated song. Voulez-Vous, which is obviously one of their classic singles, really entertaining. I Have a Dream, which is probably one of my least favourite songs of theirs, actually. I don't hate it, but it's never been a favourite of mine. Angel Eyes, though, I do love that song. That is a really underrated single, really good song. Does Your Mother Know, which is extremely catchy. Really love the harmonies on that one. If It Wasn't For the Nights, again, another one of their most underrated songs. And Chiquitita, which is a really great classic song as well. What an album that is. Absolutely brilliant. Coming in at number 18, we've got Dynasty by Kiss, which is a really great rock album from the late 70s. Opens up with Charisma, which is a really, really fun song. You got I Was Made For... I think this is actually jumbled up, because I think Sure Knows Something was one of the first songs on the album, if I remember correctly, and as it shows on there, it's actually near the bottom. So I think they've actually jumbled up some of the songs, but Charisma is a great song. I Was Made For Loving You is a classic single. Everyone knows that one. It's absolutely brilliant. Sure Knows Something is really catchy. I absolutely love that song, especially the chorus. X-Ray Eyes was a really good one, and their cover of 2000 Man is another one of my favourites. I absolutely adore that song so much. It is brilliant. So that is number 18. Coming in at number 17 is my second favourite Alice Cooper album, and that is Constrictor. What an amazing song album this is. Teenage Frankenstein, which is a great song from Friday 13th Part 6. Jason Lives, my favourite Friday 13th film. Such a catchy song. Give It Up is great. Life and Death of Parties, really, really good. Trick Bag is another fun one. Also love Crawling and A Great American Success Story. They're really entertaining songs. And my favourite Alice Cooper song, He's Back, The Man Behind the Mask, is on it, which is absolutely stunning. And there's also on Friday 13th Part 6. I absolutely love that song. Yeah, what an album this is. That is number 17. Coming in at number 16 is an absolutely classic metal album from Judas Priest, and that is Screaming for Vengeance. Absolutely amazing album. The title track, Screaming for Vengeance, is absolutely stunning. It has that almighty scream, which was one of the toughest screams I ever had to do on my karaoke that I've done. Just absolutely incredible. You've Got Another Thing Coming, which is probably my favourite on it, to be honest. I absolutely love that song. Helion, Electric Eye, Bloodstone, I mean, just a great album, absolutely brilliant. There isn't a bad song on it, to be honest. It is literally just such a great album. Number 15, we got another album from ABBA, and this is absolutely brilliant. It is Super Trooper. It's got some great stuff on there. Obviously, the title track, Super Trooper, which is really entertaining. The Winner Takes It All, which is a beautiful ballad, really, really nice song. On and On and On, which is really catchy. You always had a fun time with that one. Me and I, which is another one of their most underrated songs, absolutely beautiful song. Happy New Year, which is a pretty fun one. And Our Last Summer, sorry, just needed a quick cough there, which is another really entertaining song. Absolutely love that one. And Lay All Your Love On Me, which is another classic ABBA song. This is ABBA at their best. Absolutely love this album. That is number 15. Coming in at number 14, which is a great album from Iron Maiden, and that is Peace of Mind. Such an amazing album. This was given to me by Ryan. I think I bought it off him, if I remember correctly. Letsgetkickingmovies. I'll leave a link in the description to his channel as well. This opens up with Where Eagles Dare, which is just absolutely brilliant song. Absolutely lovely drum solo at the start. Love the way it opens. You also got Revelations, which is great. With Trooper, what a song that is. Still Life, which is probably my favourite on the album. Such a catchy song. And To Tame a Land, Quest for Fire. All absolutely brilliant. Great songs there. Coming in at number 13 is an absolutely brilliant album from Duran Duran again, and another gift from my very good friend Nigel. Thank you so much, mate. And that is Seven and the Ragged Tiger. Such a great album. Opens up with Reflex, which is such a great song. It cuts out all with the flex bit at the start. This isn't the version that got played on the radio, which most people know. This cuts out all the stuff at the start and just gives you a bit more music, a bit more of an intro, and then it goes into the vocals, which is really good. You got New Moon on Monday, which was also always one of my favourite Duran Duran songs. I'm Looking for Cracks in the Pavement is absolutely brilliant. I Take a Dice is super catchy, love that one. Union of a Snake is definitely my least favourite on there. Never been a massive fan of that. It's still okay though. Tiger Tiger is a beautiful instrumental, absolutely love that one. And it closes with The Seventh Stranger, which is a great song. Sorry about that, everyone, still got a little bit of a cough. But number 12, we've got a brilliant album from Toto, and that is 4, which is a great album. I've got to give a massive shout to Mike from Cinemaaxeman, because I've always liked Toto as a band, I really have. And there's always been some underrated songs by them that I've always really enjoyed. But it was him that made me a die-hard fan of Toto. There were so many great songs that I had yet to discover. So many great albums I had yet to discover as well. And this is definitely one of them. Absolutely brilliant album. Opens up with Rosanna, which is a great song. Absolutely brilliant song. One of the great songs of the 80s. Absolute classic. Sorry about that, everyone. You also got Make Believe, which is really good. I Won't Hold You Back, which is a beautiful ballad sung by Steve Lukather. What a great voice he's got. Absolutely brilliant. You've also got Afraid of Love, which is absolutely catchy as hell. Love that song. And it closes with The Almighty Africa, which everyone knows is such a great song. Absolute timeless classic from the 80s. And one of the greatest songs of the 80s as well. Really, really great album there. And coming in at number 11, just missing out on the top 10, we've got Painkiller by Judas Priest, which is an absolutely amazing metal album. It really, really is. Absolutely love it. The title track, Painkiller, is absolutely epic. It's a really long song, but a fantastic song. You've also got Nightcrawler, which is really catchy. Between the Hammer and the Anvil, which is absolutely brilliant. One of my favourite songs that they've done. And A Touch of Evil, which is a really underrated song of theirs. It has a beautiful chorus really great vocals from Rob Alford in that one. It's just a great song in general, to be honest. And One Shot of Glory is a great way to close off the album. So yeah, a great album there. So reaching in the top 10, and this is really difficult putting this at number 10 because this is an amazing album, but there was just so many, like I say, so many great albums I listened to this year. So it is Number of the Beast. This is the triple deluxe 3 LP set with the live album Beast over Hammersmith, which is absolutely beautiful. Just going to show you the artwork on the inside quickly as well, because it is beautiful. Look at that. I absolutely love that. It is fantastic. Brilliant stuff, all blocked to your iPod there. But yeah, this is just an absolutely classic album. Run to the Hills is a good one, really good song. Number of the Beast is one of their best songs. I mean, it's one of my favourite songs ever. It's an absolute classic. Invaders is a good song as well. Children of the Damned, absolutely brilliant. The Prisoner is really, really good as well, really catchy. And Hello Be Thy Name, which is also absolutely amazing. Another one of my favourite songs that they ever done. Another thing I love about Number of Beast, the song itself, is that scream where he goes, yeah! I'm not, but yeah, which is absolutely brilliant. I think Nigel told me that took about 100 takes or so, which and apparently he got so unbelievably angry that that was his actual passion coming out of that scream, like, yep, that's it, that's the one. And you can tell, to be fair, because it is such a powerful scream in that song. It is, woof, brilliant. Next up, we got probably my favourite album from Alice Cooper, and that is Trash, in at number 9. Opens up with Poison, which was one of my favourite songs growing up as a kid. Spark in the Dark is a great rocker of a song. House of Fire is so upbeat and so fun. I absolutely love it. Only My Heart Talking is a really nice slow song, which is much needed after the first few fast track on the album. Bed of Nails is another classic single, absolutely brilliant. And Hell Is Living Without You is an absolutely stunning sounding song with a great guitar solo, and it is just one of the best songs on the album. What an album that is. Coming at number 8 is an album by Thin Lizzy, and it is Thunder and Lightning. So it opens up with Thunder and Lightning, which is really quick, really good way to open up the album. This is the one is really good. The Sun Goes Down is my favourite Thin Lizzy song. Absolutely beautiful song with a great atmospheric feel to it, and a great guitar solo in that as well. Holy War has some brilliant guitar music as well. That's a brilliant song. Cold Sweat is another really fast song and really catchy. Absolutely love that one as well. Someday She's Going to Hit Back. Yeah, what an album this is. Absolutely brilliant. Coming in at number 7 is another Iron Maiden album, and it is Power Slave, which is my second favourite Iron Maiden album I've heard so far. And this is really nice. How do you pronounce it? Zootrope, I think is how you pronounce it, album. Yeah, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. It sounds amazing. It really, really does. And yeah, it is an absolutely amazing 80s album. Really great rock metal stuff on here. Just put that back in. Aces High is a great way to open up the album. Has an absolutely stunning chorus on that. Lost for Words, Big Aura, absolutely brilliant upbeat instrumental with some brilliant drum work and guitar work on it. Rhyme Aviation Mario, which closes the album, is absolutely stunning. One of their longest songs and an absolutely epic song. It changes and transitions so much that song. It never gets boring. Always does something different. It does enough to keep you interested throughout the entire song, and it is just a brilliant song. But yeah, but Dual List is great as well. What an album that is again. Absolutely amazing. Coming in at number 6 is a really great experience, I would say, of an album. This is a really good atmospheric album, really deep, really emotional, and it is Disintegration by The Cure. This has some great songs on it. Pictures of You, which is one of my favourite songs that they've done. Love Song's a decent one. Opens up with Plain Song, which is just beautiful. Lullaby's pretty good. Fascination Street, that is absolutely stunning song. Praise for Rain as well, which is one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard in my life. It is absolutely stunning. And Untitled and Disintegration as well. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, that is my number 6. And coming in at number 5, which is my favourite album of Iron Maiden so far, but I think it's so hard to pick, but I think this is my favourite at the moment. And that is Somewhere in Time. What an album this is, and this is I think this is the right. Yes, it definitely is the yellow vinyl, which is really nice. And it comes with a little insert, doesn't it, if I remember correctly? Oh, there we go. Like this lenticular card, which is really beautiful. It's not really shown very well on camera, but it is very nice. For Future Past World Tour 2024. And I absolutely cannot wait to see them this year at an London Stadium. It's going to be absolutely epic. It really is. But yeah, Caught Somewhere in Time is a great opener. Wasted Years, a great single from them. Really catchy. Loneliness of the Long Distance Runner might be my favourite song on this album. That is such a great song. Stranger in a Strange Land is a classic single. And Alexander the Great is an absolutely epic album close and a great way to finish off this album. And that is, we're now in the top 5 with that one, obviously. So now we've only got 4 more to go. And yeah, like I say, this was really difficult. But number 4 is All Things Must Pass, which is an absolutely stunning box set. It really is. All Things Must Pass, the title track is stunning. What Is Life is possibly my favourite song of George Harrison. Absolutely love it. And Apple Scrubs as well is absolutely beautiful. And yeah, it's just such a great experience, this album. It's one of the all-time great records. Definitely one of the best albums from the 70s, and probably I would say one of the best albums ever. Absolutely love this album. Definitely deserves to be in the top 5. Coming in at number 3, again, I got to thank Nigel for this one. I bloody love this artwork, this cover as well. And it is Overkill by Motorhead, which is quite a short album, if I remember correctly. I think it only clocks in at about 35 minutes or so, but there's quite a few songs on there, but they're all, most of them are quite short, apart from the opening track, which is Overkill, of course, which is such a great opener. Love the double drum, so it started. I can't do it properly, but yeah, it's such a amazing song, absolutely brilliant. Stay Clean, which is another great song. I Won't Pay Your Price, which is absolutely brilliant. Such a fast, upbeat song in it. I love the chorus, the drums again, and the guitar. I absolutely love it. It's brilliant. Probably best song on the album. Capricorn, absolutely beautiful song. No Class, again, what a chorus that has, and it is another really great fast song. And Damage Case, which is absolutely brilliant. Love this song. And I hope one of these songs get requested in the future as karaoke, because that would be quite entertaining. But yeah, no, honestly, thank you for letting me know this was an HMV, Nigel, because as you all know the story, I completely missed this in the shop. And he saw it there for $12.99, which is an absolute bargain. And it's one of my favourite metal albums of all time. So, yeah, absolutely wonderful stuff. I love that album so much. Now, this was difficult, putting these 2 in order. They all were, to be honest. But, yeah, it was definitely between these 2 as my 2 favourites for last year that I listened to. And coming in at number 2 is another amazing metal album from one of my favourite metal bands that I've spoke about quite a bit in this video already. And it is Defenders of the Faith by Judas Priest. This album is absolutely sensational. There's not a bad song on there. Got Free Will Burning, which is absolutely stunning. That rap that I mentioned before, Rob Halford's rap, like that fast metal rap. I don't know how he done it. It is so unbelievably quick, but it's so cool. It is brilliant. Jawbreaker is so catchy. That is another stunning song. Rock Hard Ride 3, my personal favourite. Love the chorus on that one. It sounds absolutely brilliant. It's got some amazing guitar work on that, and it's just such a catchy song. The Sentinel is, again, a brilliant song. Really love it when it slows down in the middle and then it speeds up again. It's just such a beautiful moment. A really great piece of music there. Love Bites is really, really good as well. And Night Comes Down, Somewhere's Gonna Roll. Yeah, Waterford is such a great album. It's literally perfection. But my number one, which is one of my favourite albums ever, I absolutely love this album so much, and it is The Seventh One by Toto. This album is absolutely beautiful. It is stunning. Again, massive thank you for Mike for getting me into Toto as much as he has done, because he recommended a few songs to me and I listened to him. I was like, oh, you know what, I love these. He recommended a couple of albums, listened to him, and that was it. I was hooked even more on a band that I've always really liked, and now they're one of my favourite bands ever. But yeah, Anna is an absolutely beautiful ballad. I love the part towards the end when Steve Lukather really ups the ante with pitch and vocals on that. He really sings his heart out towards the end of the song, and it sounds absolutely beautiful. Got some great piano on that. Stop Loving You is probably the most famous song on here. It's I think that was quite, I say big hit. I think it got either top 20 or top 10 in the UK. I can't remember, but that is the song I knew beforehand before I got this album, and it is a beautiful song. Then we've got Straight for Heart, which is really catchy. Only the Children, which is an absolutely beautiful song. There's a line in that which always sticks with me. Why must those that have plenty ignore those with nothing, that have not much at all, or something like that. Absolutely great line. But no, ignore those with nothing at all. That's the line. Yeah, brilliant line. Absolutely brilliant line, and a great song. 1,000 Years is great as well. These Chains has some great drumming on that. The drums on that are absolutely brilliant. And yeah, it's just such a great song. And it closes with the absolutely epic track, Home of the Brave. But I've saved the best song I want to talk about till last, because not only is it my favourite Toto song, but it is also a contender for my favourite song ever. And it is Mushanga. Really catchy, cool, upbeat song. Got some really great keyboard work on it. Again, love the drums, the guitar. This is also the first album, I believe, that Joseph Williams sang on. This was his introduction to Toto, and he has such an amazing voice. I love his voice so much. He's such a great vocalist. And Mushanga is just so catchy. It's so upbeat. It's funky. It's different. It is absolutely amazing song. It is perfection. But the weakest songs on here were probably Pamela and You Got Me, but they're still actually really good as well. There's not a bad song on here. I love the chorus of Pamela as well. Pamela. Yeah, it's really nice. But yeah, I love this album so much. It probably is as close as you could get to a 10 out of 10 album from me. Absolutely stunning album, and if you haven't heard this before, please give it a listen. It is absolutely beautiful. Has some of my favourite songs of all time on it, and it is definitely my favourite album of that I listened to out of all the albums that I listened to from last year. Not the albums that came out, but just all the albums in total that I listened to last year. So there we have it, everyone. There is my top 20 first time listens on vinyl with 2024, and as you can see, there's a lot of honourable mentions there. Lots of great albums, and this video is so bloody long, so I really hoped that you've all enjoyed this one, everyone. I've had an absolute blast making this video. I really have. This was a lot harder than the 2023 list that I'd done for top listens, because that was top 10, and I didn't listen to as many albums in 2023. I listened to a lot more great albums in 2024. This has definitely been a year for music for me. I'm going to do my top 10 first time watches of 2024 as well. But it definitely won't be as many as the records, because this was definitely more of a music year and a film year for me. And yeah, I'm so blessed that I got to discover all those new albums, all that great music for the first time. And these are albums that I will definitely be listening to at least a few songs on repeat, which I do quite often anyway. And I definitely want to listen to some of these albums again in full, that is for sure. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video, everyone. I really hope you've all enjoyed that. Don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, and let me know if there's any albums what you listen to in 2024. It doesn't have to be 2024 albums, because I'll be honest, 2024 music these days is just shit, to be honest. But that is just my personal opinion, of course. But yeah, let me know if there's any records that you listen to that you absolutely love. Do you own any of these? Is there any of these albums that you thought you would put higher or lower? Just let me know what you think of any of these albums. That'd be very much appreciated. Thank you all so much, everyone. And yeah, that about do it for this video, everyone. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all later.